Hey travellers, Ness here. You've read the title, you've seen how long the video is. Let's not beat around the bush. Or maybe you love beating off the bush? This is a waifu tier list with Japanese looking anime babes. And you know what they say about Japanese women and shaving their But okay, let's be serious. This is a serious topic. Let's dive right in today with the ultimate Genshin Impact waifu tier list with your host, Ness. Also, let me know in the comments, who's your best girl in this game? And who do you think would make S tier? Don't forget to like and subscribe because my channel is brand new. Let's go! Before we begin with our first entry, let's go over the criteria I've established for this incredibly scientific ranking. There's only really two criteria that I'm judging these cartoon cuties by. Firstly, they must be of legal age to be ranked. All non-legal characters will receive an immediate F. I sincerely hope that the logic behind this is obvious to you. If not, you might need to go for some therapy. Secondly, I'm rating these characters based on how much I personally like them. If you're not happy with my list, spam it down in the comments. It's good for my algorithm after all. And then, go make your own damn list. Alright, let's begin. Starting with Aloy. And Aloy is unfortunately only at rank C. So the reason why is because number one, she's actually a character from a different game, and honestly I can't say that I know her very well. I feel like I'll need to get to know her better before I can make any judgment, but for now, not so much about her speaks to me, so I think right now a C rank would just be about right. Number 2, Amber. She's gonna have to be in C rank too. She's pretty, she's cute, she's excitable, she's fun to be around, and honestly, she's got a pretty good rec. But at the same time, she kind of feels like the girl I'd rather have a one-night stand with, but honestly, I would feel really bad because she has a certain puppy-like innocence that I would hate to tarnish. Also, if I ruined Mondstadt's favourite girl next door, every resident there would probably be out of my blood. Number 3, Barbara. Unfortunately, Barbara's in D rank, although I would give her a D+. She is definitely attractive, but she is extremely pure and naive, even more so than Amber. She can't be my waifu because she's too pure, and I feel like I'll soil her both spiritually and physically.
The what now?
Also, if I don't go to hell for messing with a priestess, Barbara's sister, Jean, would definitely send me there first. For those reasons, she's too dangerous to play with, although she's a really pretty girl with a good heart who would be better suited for someone with pure intentions. Number 4, Beidou. Beidou, my bae, she's gonna be in S rank. Step on me, pirate mommy. She is the mature mommy I need to step on me when I'm a bad girl.
A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance.
She's extremely hot, doesn't take shit from anyone, and will beat up anyone who treats me badly into a pulp before throwing them overboard. What's there not to like about her? Oh mommy dear, where are you gonna put that sword of yours? Jeez. Number 5, Diona. Diona is gonna have to be in E rank because although she's probably legal, being a bartender and all, she definitely gives me major jailbait vibes. I mean, look at her character model. FBI, open up! I feel like she will make more of a better pet compared to a romantic partner. And honestly, I'm not terribly fond of the Tsundere types because I used to like someone in the past who was a Tsundere type, and trust me, they are not worth it. Number 6, Eula. Another girl joins the C rank. Eula unfortunately will have to be in C rank, although her thighs are super thick. She's really hot, but again, she's a tsundere. I know part of it is just an act, but honestly, I'm really not fond of the tsundere types. Otherwise, she would have been a solid B tier waifu for me. Number 7, Fischl. Our first F rank for the day. Nothing against Fischl, obviously. Firstly, Fischl gives me the feeling of a very young teenager, and the community estimates her to be about maybe 16 years old. So it's F for Fischl. She also has really strong Chunibyo vibes, which are used to describe people who are usually in their early teens who have grandiose delusions of wanting to stand out and have convinced themselves that they have hidden knowledge or some sort of secret amazing powers. That's not exactly a great indicator of maturity or mental health. Honestly, she might want to go see a therapist. Finally, she's a tsundere, and I think we know what I feel about tsunderes by now. Number 8, Ganyu. So remember how Qiqi is on an ongoing quest to find the elusive Adepti beast, the Cocogoat, to get its Cocomilk? Which just turned out to be coconut milk, but you do you, Qiqi.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
Yeah, I want Ganyu's Cocogoat milk. Those are some huge mummy milkers. Ganyu is also overstressed and a constant workaholic, so I want to help her de-stress. She deserves it after all. Honestly, if she weren't so busy and had more time for me, she'll be an easy S tier. I do like driven ladies. Number 9, Hu Tao. Some of you might not know this, but Hu Tao is actually my baby. She is incredibly cute, but she's just not waifu material. Hu Tao is a free spirit who cannot be tied down and doesn't really take anything else besides her work seriously. I'll imagine a relationship with Hu Tao would be really fun, but her impulsive nature would probably also result in tons of conflict, misunderstandings, and difficult conversations. Not exactly waifu material for me. Maybe someone else who can match her wavelength would be more suitable for her. Hu Tao would definitely be an S tier friend. Number 10, Jean. She is definitely out of my league, but then again, every Genshin waifu is probably out of my league. Jean is mature, highly committed to her goals, and has very nice thighs. Those Dandelion tights definitely look pretty yummy on her, and I'll gladly call her Grandmaster if you know what I mean. Similarly to Ganyu, if Jean wasn't such a workaholic and actually had more time to spend with her loved ones, she would definitely be an S tier waifu for me. Unfortunately, as it is, she's only an A tier waifu. Number 11, Kamisato Ayaka. Oh hey look, both of my mains are in the B tier. Ayaka is a solid choice in many ways. Although she doesn't exactly have the looks I was simp for, she is really pretty. Her personality doesn't exactly blow me away, but I dig her open-minded attitude and desire to live a normal life despite her upbringing. She's not overly eccentric or quick to anger, she's just a bit too sheltered for me. While it might be exciting to be the one to show her the ropes, I just don't know if I have the stomach to deflower such a pure, fair maiden. Number 12, Keqing. Because of my boyfriend, I can't stop reading Keqing as Qiqing. So, Keqing, simply put, doesn't exactly stand out in a way that makes me think of her as a waifu. Her personality honestly feels a little flat, not to mention how awkward she is. She was so awkward, she felt intimidated to approach Xiangling. Who on earth is scared of Xiangling? The only thing you'd be scared of is what she cooks. Pursuing a relationship with Keqing sounds like a hellish task, which would be more suitable to the most patient of souls, and honestly, that's just not me with my love life. Sorry, hun. Number 13, Klee. Some of you may be surprised that I included Klee on the list, but we're going to cover every single Genshin character, even though Klee is underage. That being said, Klee is an S tier kiddo. Very cute child. Number 14, Kujou Sara. Alright, let's keep this simple. She's really cool, I really love her character design, and she'll definitely be the problem solver in the relationship. But at the same time, her heart is clearly somewhere else. How could I bear to rip her away from her beloved Shogun? Also, her personality doesn't exactly stand out to me, so she's an easy D tier. Number 15, Lisa. Lisa is everything you'd want in a waifu. She's smart, she's gorgeous, and she is always down to tease you. Seriously, all she needs to do is bend over, and that's already a tease for those huge mummy milkers.
They're so huge!
The only thing about her are the numerous death flags surrounding her. But hey, at least it'll be a wild ride with my perfect waifu before she's gone forever. Number 16, Mona. Those ass cheeks are something, but our girl comes with too much baggage for her own good. She's a tsundere who is dead ass broke and is too proud to ever ask for help when she needs it.
Nanio.
She's literally starving half the time. God knows she'll faint from malnutrition from the energy expended during our first makeout session. Mona is definitely a great candidate for a one-night stand, but certainly not someone you should be in a relationship with. Number 17, Ningguang. Everyone's favorite Mommy. She's cool, she's smart, she's hot as all hell, and most importantly, she is rich. There's a good argument to be made for Ningguang being the richest character in all of Tevat, as far as we are aware. Sugar Mommy, here I come. Okay, in all seriousness, there's little not to like about being in a relationship with Ningguang. Between the financial security, intellectual conversations, and partying it up in the Jade Palace, I'd happily give the pens in the relationship to her. Number 18, Noelle. Now, class, let's look at the perfect specimen of what we in the trade call a submissive.
The what now?
Noelle takes the idea of a sub to the next level. This girl would probably do literally anything you ask her to just to make you happy. She's pretty, and her usefulness as a waifu for doing work around the house would bump her up by a few points to a C+. But at the same time, she's a fairly one-dimensional character, and I can't imagine being with someone as submissive as her. I'm really more of an equal partnership kind of girl, if you know what I mean. Number 19, Paimon. Alright, Paimon technically isn't a playable character, but she's important enough to be worth mentioning. Still though, serious jailbait vibes even though we don't know how old she is. Number 20, Qiqi. Qiqi is an easy F rank. She's a couple of 100 years old, so she's definitely more than legal, but our poor girl died as a kid and so has some serious jailbait vibes. Also, did I mention she's dead? I don't know if you've ever read the Jolly Rancher story on Reddit, but let's just say I'm not exactly keen to find out what undead Kujou tastes like. Number 21, the Raiden Shogun. I didn't realize this while creating the tier list, but there's a lot of girls joining the C rank, don't you think? So if Noelle were the extreme example of a sub, Raiden will be the extreme example of a total dom in any relationship. She's hot, but she's dangerous hot. Also, she's literally a dictator, and you have to be a special kind of crazy to be a dictator. So kids, here's the lesson of the day. Don't stick your in crazy. Number 22, Rosaria. Rosaria scares me, and that is honestly a bit of a turn on. She's smoking hot, yet she's literally an ice cream. Rosaria just hits all the right spots while making me almost respectfully fearful of her. And that's how you get me totally whipped. Although Rosaria is also a sister at the church, she is definitely nowhere as pure and naive as Barbara is, and honestly, I think she'll be down for some stuff too. Number 23, Sangonomiya Kokomi. Kokomi is really pretty and has a really cute aesthetic. But while canonically she's supposed to be really smart, I personally found a lot of the decisions she made in-game kind of dumb. I'm not sure if that makes her relatable or disappointing. Still, nobody's perfect, and I really do think that Kokomi has the potential to grow as a person. So she's a solid B pick for me. Number 24, Sayu. Firstly, she is clearly a teenager and I am not into that. She sleeps around all the time, but not in that way. Sayu strikes me more of a little girl that you want to take care of Rather than someone you want to be in a relationship with, she brings out my maternal instincts, and honestly, I just want to pat her on the head while nagging her to wake up. All this makes sense, especially considering who her English voice actor is.
This is my voice 1 week on anime. This is my voice 2 weeks on anime. This is my voice 3 weeks on anime.
これはアニメで1年間私の声です。
Number 25, Shenhe. At the time of recording this, I haven't actually played through Shenhe's quest yet, but the little I know leaves a pretty good impression. Shenhe feels like the type of person who has a really cold exterior that you really need to work hard for in order to get her to warm up to you. And given her backstory, I feel really tempted to pamper her, which honestly we all know she'll hate. But it makes it all the better when you win her over and she begrudgingly allows you to spoil her and maybe even secretly likes it. Thinking about that just feels so cute and fuzzy. Also, did you notice? She is a total NOF. Easy S tier for me. Hard work to get into her pants, but I feel it's worth the effort. Number 26, Sucrose. Whenever I read Sucrose's name, I always think of Sucrose, and I am so sorry. I want my bioalchemy teacher to teach me anatomy. Maybe you could suggest to her to perform a research experiment. Say, which of the positions are the most pleasurable, and how do you perfect each technique? For science, of course. You need many iterations of each experiment for the most accurate sample size. And each conclusion needs to be replicable. The only thing I fear is that Sucrose might just dismember me for science, and that concerns me. If it weren't for that really valid concern, Sucrose would definitely be an A-tier waifu for me. Number 27, the female traveler. So I have a bit of a weird relationship with the female traveler. See, I picked the male traveler for my main account, and so the female traveler's character has always been the evil twin in my head. She's really pretty and I really love her character design, but I really can't get the association out of my head. So unfortunately, it's a D for me. If you're curious about what I think about the male traveler, stick around because I'm going to be releasing a husbando tier list pretty soon. Number 28, Xiangling. Oh man, the C rank really consists of a lot of different characters, isn't there? There's nothing terribly wrong with Xiangling, but I just feel the two of us would be fundamentally incompatible. So here's one thing you have to know about me. I hate spicy foods. And our little chef here loves making spicy dishes, and I'll just never have the heart to say no to her. So every mealtime I'll just be suffering and crying in the corner. Xiangling is also really high energy, and just like Hu Tao, I don't think I'll be able to keep up with her. Still, she gets some bonus points for cooking because who doesn't love a woman who can cook? Number 29, Xingyan. Xingyan feels like the person in my life I'd like to be friends with, but probably can't stand to be around for extended periods of time. She's an idealist who believes all problems in the world can be solved through music, and while I really appreciate the positivity, well, world hunger isn't exactly solved by Taylor Swift, let's put it this way. Unfortunately, she also comes across as a rather shallow person who is entirely defined by music and nothing else. So quite frankly, I don't think she'll be a very interesting person to be in a relationship with. Number 30, Yanfei. Yanfei is pretty, intellectual, and has a certain sly streak which reminds me of Ningguang, and honestly, I can dig that. But all that being said, something about her strikes me as someone who might be better off as a friend or partner in crime. Plus, I can imagine it being a little difficult to talk to her without her quoting legal text left and right, and honestly, I'm not sure if I can keep up with that kind of intense knowledge dump. Maybe friends with benefits? Yanfei could probably tell me if that's legal in Liyue. Number 31, Yoimiya. Yoimiya has many things going on about her that I really enjoy. She's pretty, she's enthusiastic, she's generous, and she's really good with children. She makes up for all my flaws because honestly, I'm almost none of those. As a fellow sweets lover, I think we can also appreciate the finer things in life together. The only thing about her is that she sometimes strikes me as a little too chatty and less mature than I like, but otherwise, she's a solid A-tier waifu for what it's worth. I forgot to put in Yoi. A rank. Number 32, Yunjin. Yunjin? As a Chinese person myself, I'm still butchering the pronunciation of her name, so please correct me in the comments if you know the correct pronunciation. Many thanks. I definitely have a thing for people who are a little bit rebellious in a harmless way, and honestly, the dignified opera singer sneaking away from her family to see her rock star friend is quite charming in its own little way. Maybe she'll earn a higher rank if I get to know her better, but for now, I feel good giving her a solid B ranking. And that's it! Over 30 waifus in this dating simulator. What more could you ask for? Hold on a second. Genshin Impact isn't a dating sim? I never realized. I hope you enjoyed this video, and damn am I getting thirsty. I'm going to quench my thirst, and I'll see you next time. Stay spicy and Godspeed, traveler.